So if you've started to create a bunch of orders in RoseRocket, you're going to notice that the orders list is starting to fill up with orders. The idea behind the orders list is that it's a place for you to come and find all of the orders that you've ever created in your instance of RoseRocket. So there are some things you should know about how it works. So the first thing is that if you click on an order, something called the side panel is going to open up. The side panel is going to show you a bunch of information about the order. It's basically all the same information that you would have seen from the order details page. You can edit some information from the side panel. So if, for example, I wanted to add reference numbers or special instructions to this order, I would click on the 3 horizontal dots and I would click Add Details. So from here I can add the PO number for the order. If there are special instructions, I can add them from here as well. And then click Add Details. The side panel is also where you can generate bills of lading. So I can click on Bill of Lading. It generates a bill of lading, and I can email this bill of lading to anyone that needs it. The side panel is also where you can upload documents. So this order is not delivered yet, but eventually it will be. And when you want to upload a document, you can click on Sign Delivery and retrieve a document that you want to upload. If you click on the chat bubble here opens up basically the activity log. So the activity log is going to show you all of the events that have happened on this order, who created it, how they created it, any rates or quotes that they created, things like that. This one's kind of boring. Maybe I'll try and find a different one. Here we go. So this one's showing me when I created the order, when I marked it as picked up, delivered, etc. This is also a place where you can leave internal notes. So for example, if you want to leave a note for one of your colleagues so that they know that the driver was detained, you can do that here and then click enter. So these are notes that are going to always stay with this order. And anybody who goes into this order, they'll be able to see who left the note and what date and time they left the note. To get back to the side panel, you can click on the close chat option. And if you want to close the side panel completely, you just click on the arrow at the top. The other important use for the orders list is to use either a search ability or a filter ability to find the orders you care about. So let's say you want to find the orders that have a certain reference number. So if you recall, for this order, I added a PO number of THD567. So in the search field, you can put that reference number, click enter, and RoseRocket will bring back that order. So the search field is flexible. You don't need to tell it what you're looking for. So for example, if I want to find the order that was going to the Home Depot, I can type that in here, click search, and RoseRocket will bring back that order. Filters work in a similar way. So RoseRocket comes with some default filters. So if I click on the Deliveries Today filter, RoseRocket will add a condition that says only show me the orders that are delivering today. So there's only one order, the side panel appears, and I can see the details of that order. There's going to be a later video on how to create and manage those filters, but for now, I just wanted you to understand how this module works. One thing to keep in mind is that by default, the list only shows you orders that were created in the last 3 months. So if, for example, you're searching for an order that is older than that, remember to first change this to any time and then search for a reference number or that order number. If you were to put the order number here, and if it were to be at the default for the last 60 days, then you wouldn't find that order. So always remember that you change this to any time and then search for the order. Last but not least, if you don't feel like the columns you see here are helpful, you can change these. Click on the blue grid at the far right, and you have up to 12 columns you can choose from. So if, for example, you wanted to see the order reference numbers and you didn't care to see the dimensions, but you did want to see the quote, basically you can use this as a menu to pick and choose what columns you want to see. When you're satisfied, click Save Changes, and the next time you log in, RoseRocket will default to showing you those columns.